Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cougar Central, brought to you by Bud Light. I'm your host, Stephen Holmes. There was a lot of great action that happened this past weekend for the Cougars. One Cougar in particular, Elijah Hall, broke a record for track and field this past weekend. Elijah Hall now holds the record for the fastest time in the world in the 60-meter dash with a time of 6.6 seconds. The Cougars were able to grab places 1 through 3 in the 60-meter dash with the great performances by Mario Burks, who had a time of 6.73, and Joe Williams, who had a time of 6.77. On the women's side, Brianne Bethel received second place in the dash with a time of 7.42. In basketball news, the women's team played against Cincinnati on January 10th in a conference game and fell short, losing 88-82. Houston had 4 players reaching double digits in the match. Guard Jasmine Harris led all scorers with 29 points, marking her 4th consecutive 20-point game. Angela Harris added on with 18 points, while Dorian Branch finished with 10 points. Saritha Hawkins picked up her 2nd consecutive double-double and 15th of her career with 14 points and a game high of 11 rebounds. On January 13th, the Lady Cougs faced off against number 1 ranked UConn and were defeated 95-35. Sophomore guard Jasmine Harris led the Cougars on offense in the contest, finishing the game with 15 points. Maya West led Houston on the glass with 7 rebounds, including 5 on the offensive end. And Saritha Hawkins pulled down 6 boards despite playing 12 minutes after an ankle injury, sidelined her late in the second quarter. On Tuesday, January 16th, the Lady Cougs went up against Temple in Philadelphia. The team pulled through with an amazing win, 99-75. The Lady Cougs extended a winning streak to 3 with a victory over Temple. The Lady Cougs made a program record 15 three-pointers in the contest, breaking the previous mark of 13 set earlier this year in a 79-75 victory over Texas Tech. Standout guard Jasmine Harris had a game high of 29 points in the contest. Angela Harris added on with 24, while Dorian Branch contributed 16 and Saritha Hawkins finished with 12. Those 4 for Houston combined to make all 15 of Houston three-pointers, including 5 from Branch and Angela Harris. On January 11th, the men's team competed against Tulsa and overpowered them, winning 104-71. The Cougars showcased their deep range ability and made a record-setting 18 three-pointers in the match. Houston had 5 players in double figures. Guard Rob Gray led all scorers with 34 points and added on 8 assists and 2 steals. Armani Brooks made 5 of 7 from beyond the arc and finished with 15 points. Guard Corey Davis Jr. buried 3 of 6 attempts from deep range and had 14 points. Guards Wes Van Breck and Gabe Grant finished with 10 points. This increased the Cougars' record to 3-1 in conference play. January 14th, the men's team faced off against ECU and outlasted them 65-49. Houston showcased their defensive prowess, forcing ECU to shoot 29% from the field. Corey Davis Jr. scored 20 points, matching his career high. Freshman forward Fabian White Jr. added 17 points with 6 rebounds and 3 blocks. American Athletic Conference leading scorer Rob Gray contributed 12 points and 9 assists to help the Cougs get the victory. On Wednesday, January 17th, the men's basketball team went on the road to New Orleans and played against Tulane. The Cougars were outplayed and lost 81-72. Senior guard Rob Gray led all players with 24 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Freshman forward Fabian White Jr. matched his career high with 12 rebounds and contributed 4 assists and a game high 4 blocks. Junior guard Corey Davis Jr. scored 15 points with 4 three-pointers and 2 assists. This loss gave Houston their 2nd loss in conference play, making them 4-2. It's been a tough week, but there is so much more to come. So let's take a look ahead of next week. January 19th through the 20th, women's swimming will compete against Arkansas and Vanderbilt. On Saturday, January 20th, men's basketball will face off against number 9 ranked Wichita State. Women's basketball will play against ECU. Also, track and field will be in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Mark Colligan Memorial. On Sunday, January 21st, women's tennis will play against Lamar. There will be so much action going on this week, so just make sure you go out and support your Cougars. And there you have it, another episode of Cougar Central in the books. You can follow us at UH Athletics on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, go Cougs.